So in the last video, we talked about how we can get 4 different kinds of slope when we do our slope formula calculation: positive, negative, 0, or undefined. If your slope turns out to be positive or negative, then your equation is going to be that familiar y equals mx plus b. If it's 0 or undefined, you have that horizontal or vertical line. Those have easy but different formulas to them. So we're going to talk about those in class together. Y equals mx plus b. I'm just going to do 2 examples to remind you how to find those equations. All right, so we want to find the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. First step is just going to be to find the slope, and then we'll know which one of those 4 cases we're in. So decide which point you're going to treat like x1, y1, and x2, y2, and then use your slope formula. Again, m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for us, that's going to be negative 4 minus 11 over negative 2 minus 1. So I get negative 15 divided by negative 3, and I get positive 5. Okay, so that's a positive slope. That means that my equation is going to be y equals mx plus b. I now know that the m is equal to 5. All I need to know now is what this b, the constant term, is at the end of my line. Okay, so I'm going to write my line. I now know that the equation is y equals 5x plus b, and I'm going to use one of the 2 points. Positive numbers are probably easier, so I'm going to use the point 1 comma 11. Okay, so I'm going to plug in the point 1 comma 11. Y is equal to 11, and then the equation is 5 times x. I'm going to plug in 1. And then I'm just going to use that to force the equation to tell me what b has to be. And you could do this process using negative 2 comma negative 4, the other point on the line. You'll get exactly the same value for b. So pick whichever one you like better. Okay, so this is 11 equals 5 plus b. I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. And I'm going to get that b is equal to 6. Okay, so then I just take my line. Y equals 5x plus b. Now we know b is equal to 6, and that's the equation of our line. Okay, same thing, 2 different points. We want to find the equation of the line that passes through these 2 points. We start off by finding slope. Okay, so y2 minus y1 is going to be 5 minus 2. x2 minus x1 is going to be negative 4 minus 8. Okay, so at top I get 3, and on bottom I get negative 12. And I can reduce that. So I'm going to divide by 3 on top and bottom. So I get 1 on top and negative 4 on bottom. This time I got a negative slope. I know that my line is going to be y equals mx plus b, negative 1/4 x plus b. And again, you can use whichever point that you would like. If you want to stick with the positive numbers, we can use the point 8 comma 2. But you could just as easily use negative 4 comma 5. So my y coordinate is 2 equals negative 1/4 x. X in this point is equal to 8 plus b. And then simplify. So I get 2 equals negative 1/4 times 8. The 4 goes into the 8 2 times. So this is negative 2 plus b. And then I'm just going to add 2 to both sides to solve for b. And I get b equals 4. All right. So then my line is negative 1/4 x plus 4. And we'll talk about finding equations of horizontal and vertical lines in class when we meet together on Zoom. See you then.